Wow, that's all I have to say is wow. TNA actually went there. You had Bobby Lashley last night on Impact defeat Eric Young for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. I'm very surprised. I'm a little shocked. I'm very cautious. But also, I'm still interested to where TNA is going to go with this. And with this video, I'm going to weigh some of the pros and some of the cons of Bobby Lashley as the new World Heavyweight Champion. I think one of the things is that when he was in the WWE, when they were building him up, they decided to put the ECW World Heavyweight Championship on him. And that lasted for a good while. And that was the only thing that was really remembered by Bobby Lashley in the WWE. And all of a sudden they fed him to John Cena only to be the jobber in the match. They really rushed his character. I always thought he was boring in the WWE, but for some reason when he's on TNA, he has a different vibe to him. It's very hard to explain. It's just one of those things you have to watch the show to know what I'm talking about. He just looks different. He feels different. He's not the same guy that the WWE produced on TNA. So I think that's a big plus too as well. One of the things that TNA used to do is to be counterculture to the WWE, and as of late they haven't been doing quite a lot of that, and now I think they're finally getting back on track here. It's not a get out of jail free card in my opinion, but it's something for the time being. It's something still to get me interested into next week, and hopefully up until Destination X. I'd like to see what happens there as well. But in regards to Bobby Lashley being the new World Heavyweight Champion, I actually like it. And like I said, with TNA being counterculture, this is something the WWE wouldn't even dare to do. This is something that they have the incapabilities of doing. I mean, when it comes to a lot of African American superstars like Kofi Kingston, Crime Time, even Angelo Dawkins from NXT, you know, sometimes you gotta throw in some sort of weird gimmick. He's dancing, he's jumping and jiving, he's being a stereotypical black man, he's talking about drugs, you know, he's talking about, you know, boning girls or whatever. This is not what they're doing here with Lashley. To me, when I look at this, the best thing here is that they're making Lashley look really serious. They're booking him as a serious guy, as the Dominator, or the Destroyer now. That's what they're calling him. And right now, I really enjoy what TNA is doing here because of the fact that now they have an African American as the main championship, something the WWE didn't even do. Now you can make the argument about Booker T, but here's the thing. When Booker T was the World Heavyweight Champion, that was a secondary championship. You could say, oh, The Rock was, but he's Samoan. But with this, with TNA having Bobby Lashley as the champion, it's very, very interesting. I'm curious to see where this is going to go. Now, with that being said, one of the big things that I think TNA might be doing wrong here is that they might be rushing it. They might be rushing into Bobby Lashley being the champion way too soon and not building him up. Now, you can definitely argue that point as well, but you can also say, well, you know what, Bobby Lashley is already a decorated superstar, and so it wouldn't necessarily be considered a rushed thing to have him as the world champion. You can make the argument both ways there as well. So this is a very debatable kind of topic. That's the whole point here that I'm trying to get at. And I wonder if Bobby Lashley is just going to be a placeholder champion for someone else to be champion. I mean, you can do a lot of things here. You can put Bobby Lashley in with the returning Bobby Roode for the world title. You can put Bobby Lashley versus MVP, Bobby Lashley versus Kenny King if you want to split those guys up. That would be awesome. And not only is Bobby Lashley, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. You have 3 guys in TNA, Bobby Lashley, MVP, and Kenny King, on top of the roster on TNA. Again, something the WWE is not doing as of late, and it's just weird. I don't know what it is with the WWE. All they want to do is white guy versus white guy for the main championship, and then we move on. I mean, we don't get to see a lot of that in the WWE, but with TNA right now, it's given me hope. Not much, but a little bit of hope. And with that said as well, even the show overall was great. I mean, you had a lot of things going on here. Tommy Dreamer's passionate promo, the big triple threat tag team match, even the American Wolves pulling off double duty. And so was Eric Young. So a lot of things, not just Bobby Lashley being the champion, but a lot of things overall while I was watching the show was actually impressive. I would actually rate the show a 9 out of 10 here. And when it comes to Bobby Lashley being the champion, like I said, I'm very curious to see where this is going to end up. I hope this is something TNA doesn't drop the ball with. I hope they run with it for maybe for a short period of time, have him drop the title, but then probably bring it back up again, so they could use Bobby Lashley right now as some sort of stepping stone, but then he could have another stepping stone to step over to become a new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. He'll probably end up losing the championship and then bringing it back to him so he can be that credible champion. And he's booked now as a serious guy, not someone who dances, jumps, and jives or whatever you want to say. So I just want to say thank you, TNA, for doing something like this. I hope this goes somewhere. I really hope it does. I hope this is a success for TNA. Hopefully this is a happy ending. And if you saw Impact last night and you saw Bobby Lashley win the World Championship, what are your thoughts about it? Whatever they are, comment below, let me know. While you're at it, you can hit that subscribe button down below this video. You can also follow MRB Wrestling on Twitter, and you can like us on Facebook at the McRocketBolt Wrestling Review Show. And on a final note to all you viewers watching, get plenty of rest and always do your best.